Welcome to the first video of 2024. Today's video are going to go all over the maps and rank them for any new players looking for a map to start on, and at the same time give my honest thoughts of the maps. If you guys enjoy and want this to continue for next year, perhaps with new maps that come out this year, make sure to drop a like. Let's aim for 500 likes. Also subscribe to not miss any future videos. Last video I announced the mythical giveaway, and this is the winner. If you're watching this and you want to claim your prize, please join my Discord over at discord.gg/ldg and contact me over there. Today we're going to roll another one, which is a freezing Royal Zubeknikov. If you want to win this mythical, make sure that you have liked, subscribed, and comment something below. Channel members also have a higher chance of winning. Today's video is sponsored by Aspire's Aspire. This company, which was founded by a person on the autism spectrum, donates 2% of each sale to charitable organizations. Make the decision to donate more to causes you strongly believe in. You can find cheap and affordable pricing, therapeutic toys that are ideal for elevating stress and enhancing focus. Furthermore, they provide pet goods that guarantee your furry pets have a safe and fun experience. Aspires is a great asset to the community since they sponsor Earthgazer, a local metal band. Join us in our efforts to raise awareness of the various forms of autism and to organize events that will assist people who struggle with depression and social anxiety. If you guys are interested, make sure to check out the store below and use the code LGG20 for 20% off if you spend $20 or more. And let's get straight into the video. Alright, so the first map we're going to go over is A6 Polaris. A6 Polaris was released around a year ago, and this is one of my favorite curated maps. I love this map's progression, especially for when it comes to lotuses and the different methods to get different lotuses, such as horde beacons, or you can just farm copper coils, science, and Polaris flowers. I also really like the PvP weapons that you can have in this map as well. Not very hard to use, and they're not very hard to find either. The quest line is also pretty cool. I really like the main quest line and the quest, for example, for the Dead Zone. Raiding is also quite fun for this map, so I'll probably put this map in S tier. This map is one of my favorites to go to, especially as a solo, so I'll put that right over there. Next, we have Erd. Now, Erd is probably one of my most favorite maps. It can be a bit hard, but once you learn it, it's literally the most entertaining map in my opinion. There's a lot of different items in this map, a lot of different weapons, a lot of different types of loot. For progression, it's very different than usual maps. You would need to go to a lot of different locations in order to progress. This map is still being updated to this day with new additions coming out very quickly, especially the last update, which was the Plain edition. In my opinion, the only thing I don't like about this map is the quests. They can be a bit boring and there's not really a story to this map, but if you do finish all of the quests, then they can be quite rewarding. One of my most favorite features from this map is the trading and bartering that you can do with NPCs, especially with the dog tags. Base building is a lot of fun as well, and raiding can be a bit hard to get to, but once you have raiding loot and you do raid the base, most of the time all of the raids are worth it. This can be a bit of a hard map for new players though, so if you're a new player, I don't recommend that you start off with this map, but I would strongly give this map S tier. Next, we have Belgium. Now, Belgium is basically upside down Russia. Not really a fan of this map. A lot of locations are actually copied from other maps as well. There are a lot of bugs, a lot of mistakes. I have only played this map like twice in my life, and I didn't really have a good time in that, so I'll probably put that in E tier. Not a huge fan of this map. Next, we have Boak, which was the only map that was added this year. Boak, in my opinion, is a very hard map for beginners. It's probably the hardest map in general, but if you guys do enjoy to grind a lot, especially if you're into base building, then this map is definitely for you. Quests are a lot of fun, especially with animation. I was really surprised the first time that I went through the quest line. It was pretty cool. As I said, the base building can be a bit hard, but once you do manage to build, there's a lot of cool decorations as well. For me, in my opinion, this map is perfect for when you're in a group of friends, not when you're for solo. If you're a solo, it's going to be very hard to achieve your goals, but if you are with a group of friends, it can be quite a lot of fun as well. I'll probably put this at the bottom of S tier. Next, we have California. California is a bit of a question mark to me. I haven't really played this map. I played it like twice, and I didn't really have a good time either. I got bored quite quickly. Put this probably in E tier as well. Next, we have Carpat. Carpat, in my opinion, is also a E tier map. I've played it once and I just kept dying to lag and bugs. I don't know if most of those stuff got fixed today, but I didn't really have a good time when it was released. When it was released, I felt like a lot of stuff were rushed. Probably put that at the bottom of E tier alongside Cyprus. Cyprus is also a pretty bad map in my opinion. Probably the worst map out of all of them. Locations are boring. This is basically Greece, just smaller. In 5 minutes, you can go from one side to the other side of the map. map. It's a very easy map to learn for beginners though, but I don't recommend that you start off playing Unturned on this map. Easter Island, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated maps in Unturned. The locations are pretty cool, especially when it comes to the lava volcano and the mountains and all of the north side areas. I really do like those. Unfortunately, there are no servers nowadays though, but when it was released, I had a really good time playing on it, so I'll probably put that in C tier. It's not really a hard map to learn either. Once you get a hang of it, then you just repeat the same thing over and over. Next, we have Elver. Elver, in my opinion, is the best map that was ever released in Unturned. It has the best progression in the map when it comes to the key cards and to progress with the dead zone, and even the safe zone is a very cool location. In all of my hours playing Unturned, I think that my most fun experiences were mostly on Elver. It is a very small map. Most of the PvP is in the same area, which is always in the middle. And I think that's why it's a very good map, because all of the PvP is focused there, and all of around you can just build whatever you want. Bunkers are very cool as well. The fishing in this map can be rewarding too, so I'll put that definitely in S tier. Next, we have France. France is not really a bad map. The only thing I kind of like about this map is the fact that there are 2 dead zones, but other than that, I don't really think there's anything too special about this map. It does get a bit boring after a while, so I'll probably put this in C tier as well. Next, we have Germany. Germany, in my opinion, is a very underrated map. I really like the mountains, and it is very cool to build bases up there, especially if you like to build large bases. Germany is definitely the map that you could go on. I really do like the quest that takes place in the castle too. The only thing that I am not a fan of is that the map is actually large. The dead zone is pretty much useless, but all of the main good loot areas is at the northwest side of the map. Other than that, all of the other locations don't really offer that much good loot. Perhaps at the dam, but other than that, you don't really have to loot anywhere else. But I'll probably give this map a tier. Next, we have Greece. Greece is not really a bad map for when it came out. It was quite an alive map, but this map does have a lot of unnecessary space, which is just completely empty. Locations are very small. A lot of open area for nothing, but I really did enjoy the guns that came out from this map. It can be a bit forgetful as well. I kind of forgot about how this map looks like. The only thing I remember is the dead zone area. I'll probably put this map in B tier. Next, we have Hawaii. Hawaii is a very popular map for when it came out. I'm pretty sure it was the first curated map that ever came out. The only thing I don't like about this map is the fact that it's actually very bright. It's oversaturated, but it can be quite fun to play. It's probably the most nostalgic map out of all of these, since I spent a really long time when I started playing Unturned just playing this map only. It's quite an easy map to learn, and I'll probably give this an A tier. Next, we have Ireland. Ireland is a very underrated map. One of my most favorite events that I've ever done was that I had a private hardcore PvP server, and I only invited a few viewers to play there. And it was actually quite challenging. It was a lot of fun, so I do think that Ireland could have been a lot better though, but I did enjoy the small amount of time that I've played there. But I do think that it can be get boring quite quickly, and it's not a very hard map either, so I'll probably put this in C tier. Next, we have Kuwait. Kuwait is a really good map, very underrated, probably the most underrated map out of all of these maps. I really wish that it's more popular nowadays. This map has a really good progression to get loot. I really love the dead zone of this map and the building as well. Quests were very entertaining. The guns are pretty nice to use. It's not a very hard map to learn either, so if you're a beginner and you want to check out a curated map, I recommend that you check out Kuwait as well. And I'll probably put that in S tier too. Next, we have PEI, which was the first map that ever came out, I think. The only thing that I don't like about this map is the fact that out of 2 locations, you can get all of the loot. It's very easy to learn it. All you have to do is just loot Confederation Bridge and the military base, and you practically have all of the loot. So I'll probably put PEI in A tier. Next, we have Rio. I have absolutely no idea what Rio is. I've literally never played it, but maybe check it out sometime in the future. But from what little I've heard is that this map is not really anything special either. A lot of people do not like it, but I don't really know since I've never played it. Next, we have Russia. Russia is a very good map. It's the best official map in my opinion. It is the first large map that was ever introduced, and I'm pretty sure the first map that ever had quests. I love the fact that the progression, you can go from at the bottom of the map to the top of the map, and the more high you go, the better other loot you will get. That zone was pretty cool too. Side 22 is one of the coolest dead zones in my Unturned. I'll probably put Russia in S tier. Alright, next we have Washington. Washington is the most popular Unturned map. It's very easy to learn. Loot is spread out quite well, so I'll probably put this map also in S tier. And finally, we have Yukon. I am not a fan of this map. There's a lot of people that say that this map is a lot of fun, and a lot of people say that this map can be a bit boring. So it's really up to people's taste. I'll probably give this map B. Apparently, it's not very hard to learn either. Could be quite entertaining. Apparently, there are no military locations too. There's just one dead zone. But yeah, this is the tier list. I do recommend that if you are a new player, you start off with Washington and then start going, for example, to Russia. Then you can check out Polaris and so on and so on. But these maps, S tier and A tier, are the best maps in my opinion. Especially if you're a new player, these maps will keep you playing Unturned and you have a good time playing it. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope that you did enjoy. Let me know what you guys think of this tier list. Let me know where you agree or disagree, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.